name is Anusha Kearney, 3001 St. Louis Road, 617 Store, Bloomington, Illinois. I went to Washington Elementary School from kindergarten to 5th grade. I went to BJHS, and I'm going to be a junior at Bloomington High School. I'm a straight A student. I'm involved in extracurriculars and a lot of community service here in Bloomington. I'm proud to have been raised in District 87, and as someone who has been a part of District 87 my whole life, with an older sibling who also graduated from District 87, I wish that I had been taught a more inclusive curriculum, more than the one that we are teaching now. I have been in environments like this, standing up to adults who do not truly grasp the complexities of oppression and do not care to, since elementary school. And as I continue, I would like to ask that the audience be respectful, because for a group of people who claim to care about their children, I've heard very obscene remarks from my seat at the front towards my peers, who are minors, I would like to add. So I will stand here again, no matter how many times in board meetings it takes, to tell the school board and the community how important and inclusive education is. What I will not do is tell a group of grown adults what is right and what is wrong. Because when it takes a group of students, minors, and children to protect the little diverse curriculum we have, that means you have work to do. It is not our job to educate anyone on how to be empathetic or how to care about people from diverse backgrounds. My parents immigrated to the United States before 9/11, and I grew up a brown girl in a predominantly white community. Needless to say, this country has not always been kind to me or my family, so I will not stand here and defend the legitimacy of my trauma or the trauma of my peers of color. I cannot speak for my black counterparts, and I will not. The critical race theory and the 1619 Project are just the basics of what students should know to understand the realities and facts of modern American society. I know what happens when students are not educated on the intricacies of race because I go to school with them. Depriving students of race education is not a victimless crime. When schools and parents don't educate their children on whitewashed curriculum history, they grow up to yell obscenities at me for my skin color and where I come from. They grow up to mock my diverse peers, deny oppression, and come to school board meetings to complain about far-left, un-American ideas. There is nothing more American than resisting oppressive structures. Slavery and the civil rights movement is American history just as much as George Washington is. Genocide and subjugation is American history just as much as Benjamin Franklin is. We gain nothing from prioritizing notions of American exceptionalism and turning our backs on those who remain disadvantaged by the crimes of the past. The lived experiences of myself and my peers are the consequences of uneducated people. To deny this past and present is to deny current and future generations of the ability to be compassionate and care about their peers. Thank you for your time and support.